What's up, After Effects? It's your girl, it's your homie, Mrs. Sutton. So y'all already know what my intro is. Y'all know when I come with the raw, pure, unadulterated truth. Y'all know I don't have no filter. I'm just professional with what I say.
Professional?
Yes. Anyway. However, you know, me and the husband, we've been working on this segment called No Holds Barred. And y'all,
shout out to Mexico and Italy, by the way. They own the bandwagon. I forgot to tell you. So thank you for all the countries that have been tuning into the show. We appreciate it. Please continue to support. Please share this content with everyone. We got a Facebook page that's up. Please like and share on there. Every time we record an episode, we drop it on there. No further ado. Back to you, Ms.
Alright, so now y'all got the promo, right? So y'all already know we're on all outlets.
Yeah.
You know, we're in different countries. But let's talk about this word while we're talking about, you know, After Effects growing and you guys investing in us. Let's talk about that key word, support.
No hold barred.
Now,
Part 5.
Lord. All right, so I'm going to give y'all a little insight into my life a little bit, okay?
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit, because, you know, although y'all messy, yes, y'all After Effects are messy. I'm still a lady. I still got cool, so I ain't putting all my business out there. So let's talk about it. So, as most of y'all know, for like the past 5 years, right, I've been on assignment. And with this assignment, you know,
like, come on.
When I say that I have grown from it, I have learned in it, but let me hip y'all the game. The one thing that I learned is the definition of what it really means to have a partner and a supporter. Okay. So when King Solomon Jr. and I came into this situation, we didn't realize how much we would have to move around.
That's an understatement.
It is, but you know how much we would just kind of have to navigate. You feel me? For all my caregivers, y'all understand. Shout out to y'all. I'm one of y'all biggest supporters. I truly understand.
Yeah, we doing it. Done.
For you guys who don't think that you have an outlet or you think people don't understand, believe me when I tell you, King Solomon Jr., Mrs. Sutton, we got y'all. We praying for y'all, and we praying y'all through. So, as of lately, my husband's been on this kick about the lack thereof of support, right? But I'm gonna hit y'all with some real knowledge. The point of support is being someone that can be a listening ear, someone that can place their hands upon your back and straighten your crown. Okay? That is support. Support is not always monetary. Support is not always, as crazy as it may sound, support is not even always giving you a break.
What is that?
Support literally means I'm here for you to cry on. I'm here to listen to. I'm here if you just need me to drop off a meal or two. I'm here if you just want to sit in your living room and have a couple of drinks and get it off your shoulders. That's what support is. But I'm about to hip y'all to something. People pick and choose what they want to support.
Yep.
Okay. So what do I mean? So we're gonna kick it back to my graduation. And I just broke this down not even a solid week ago to King Solomon. Now, when I was going through school, I still was a caregiver. Still was a wife. And at the time, I was a full-time homemaker. Okay? So my husband is working long and ridiculous hours, right? But he didn't hear the outcry when I was saying, babe, I need to spend time with you. I need to see you. I'm not seeing you. I'm not spending time with you. He didn't understand at that time. Keep that in mind for all you messy people. At that time, that what I was really saying is, I need your support. That thank you for going out here and working and providing for our family, but I need you present. That's a whole beast of another color when you tell somebody, I need you present. That means I need you to show up for me. That means that it's something going on inside of me that I'm entrusting you enough to say, I need to let this out, and you're the one that I need to let this out with. Right? So let me backtrack and tell you where the mindset came from. Because that saying that you gotta clean up what you mess up, that's a very big true statement. So we first came in here, we literally had it in our little warped and twisted minds. Keep that in mind. Oh, we got this all figured out. Oh man, we about to stun on folks. We about to show folks about how the Suttons roll. You know, we about to work, and oh yeah, I became a STNA and started going to nursing school and doing all this stuff. And my husband started entering into healthcare himself, working with MRDD. A year into it, we done got this house. This house is beautiful. It's nice. It's big. It's spacious. And we thought we had this all figured out, right? Until the foundation that we built our marriage on started falling apart. Yeah, I'm gonna let that sink in. Because a lot of people feel like, well, what do you mean? You guys were working and you guys were doing what y'all was supposed to do. Ha ha. Nah, that ain't it. Support. Oh, we had the support, just the wrong support.
Please say that again for the people in the back.
We had the support, just the wrong support. Because the mindset says, if you ain't got the money, then you can't do nothing.
We too busy trying to prove everybody.
So we so busy trying to work, trying to prove people wrong, and in a lot of ways we were trying to prove each other wrong. You know, because oh well, I'ma show you. Oh, I'ma one up you. But where was the partnership? And we wasted a solid 2.5 years trying to prove what didn't need to be proven. We wasted time that we could have been spending with each other and our family because we were too busy out here chasing money. And the problem was that same dollar wasn't there when folks got sick. That same dollar wasn't there when there was a shoulder that needed to be. When all else failed, the only one that I had to lean on and count on and talk to was God. Was God. So let me hip y'all up. People gonna support you all day long when you doing what they want you to do. Oh, when you dancing to the rhythm of a drum and you living your life according to their purpose for your life, keep that in mind, because everybody got a vision for your life. They just don't have a vision for their own. People want to live vicariously through other people. So let me educate you. It's called the setup game, right? So I'm going to set you up to fail. Because if you fail, then it makes me look better that you failed. And then I can brag about how I pumped you up just to let you down. So, as the young kids say, gaslighting. Oh, I'm going to tell you, oh yeah, good job. You got this. You can make it, knowing that the decisions and the choices that the people are making are not in their best interest, are not going to produce good fruit. Let's get biblical.
Preach.
That are not going to produce any good fruit, but ultimately is going to lead them into chaos, confusion, strife, misery. But we would rather see somebody lose than win.
Yep.
That's what's sad. We will applaud someone for failure and abandon them in their success. I have never been able to understand that. So when it came down to my graduation, I had everybody and their mama, oh my gosh, you're on honor roll. I'm so proud of you. You working your butt off. Mind you, I did not miss a beat. House fully cared for. Husband fully cared for. Grandmother fully cared for. Everything that needed to be done was done. And I was making straight A's and B's. No matter how tired, no matter what it was. Happy, healthy, sick, not feeling well, whatever, right? Boom. Then, as soon as we approaching graduation, now here comes the shock factor. Oh my gosh, she made it. Oh my gosh, she's actually about to walk the stage. So that's when you start hearing, oh, I can't make it to graduation. Oh, I don't have the money for that. Oh, well, going all the way out there doesn't make any sense because that money ain't even worth the piece of paper that is going to be printed on. But you was the main ones gaslighting my husband before we could even get married, talking about, I don't finish nothing I start. Support, right? I don't finish nothing I start. I'm too manly. Oh, we heard it all. Oh, my husband is not going to amount to anything. Oh, I'm going to be taking care of him. Yeah, let me go ahead and put that to bed. So, for people who don't know, primarily the main financial that has been in this marriage has been him. That's just to put that to rest, for the people who be like,
Don't say that, you might hurt somebody's feelings.
It is what it is. Oh no, because he's allowed me to figure it out. He's allowed me, because that's what you want, ladies. Let me help you out. Get you a man that's solid enough that can let you figure it out. Because I went through one extreme to the next. Let's keep it honest. And that's natural for women, because women are naturally all over the place. So it wasn't that I wasn't solid on my career. I was always solid on my career. It was just that I would get a good thing going and something would happen and I would have to let that job go. Like, I worked for what used to be one of the top nursing homes. And I was enjoying it. I was loving it. Well,
yep.
My husband's job blindsided him immediately. Like, hey, we taking up your hours. This starts immediately. Well, his start time versus my end time conflicted and would have left the person that we're caring for without care. So what did I do? I'm gonna let my husband be great. See, that's the thing with these women.
Yep.
I let my husband be great. I stepped down.
I was mad too.
Oh, he was hurt. But
I ain't gonna lie, I was totally PO'd.
But again, I let my husband be great. Because I had enough trust, even though we were still in that learning curve.
And I didn't know. I'm going to just put it out there. Most men don't know how to lead.
Right.
I didn't have a choice. It was either step up or step aside.
But I had enough faith
But she knew who I was going to be.
in the man that God gave me.
I didn't trust me.
He really didn't. But I had enough faith to know that he wasn't going to criticize, because he understood that I came with a responsibility. And when the chips fall, that responsibility falls on me. I just happen to have the best support system in a partner.
You know that's a two-way street.
One that's definitely gonna have my back. One that has no problem holding it down. So when I stepped down, I chose to go to another job. And listen here.
That didn't work out.
Oh no. That job was raggedy.
Man.
And this is why
I don't even know how they got into business.
Man, I tell you, people, for real, if you can, please hear me, if you can, because I know that there are circumstances that prevents family members sometimes from taking care of your loved ones. But if you can, you guys, please do your best to keep your family members out of some of these nursing homes. Man. And if you have to put them in a nursing home, please be present.
Every day.
Please be present.
All day if possible.
Please be present. Speaking from experience, please be present.
Yeah.
vet this facility. Do a trial run in this facility. Make sure that you know every bit. You know staff, you know who caring for, you know what they eating, you know how much they input, they output, you know that they get in the bath, you know that they being changed regularly. Please, people, because you reap what you sow. And don't get me wrong, I understand that some of our elders ain't been the best.
That's putting it mildly.
Come on. If we gonna keep it real, if this is no hold barred, let's be honest.
They ain't the nicest.
I know that some of our elders have not been nice, have been downright spiteful, have been downright evil,
manipulative,
and thieves and everything else. Let's be honest. But
putting them in the nursing home,
I'm telling you, you reap what you sow.
Mm-hmm.
I can't say how many times a day I thank God for this opportunity. Because as I told y'all in the beginning, I didn't know what the heck was going on. But as time has gone on, I thank God for it. For my healing. For my forgiveness.
That took a while.
For my deliverance. People, I'm telling you, you can do it.
Yes, you can.
The question is, do you want to?
Yeah.
Because the problem is, people walk around with unresolved hurt. And here's what's funny. You're carrying all of this. The person who hurt you not.
They ain't even thought about it.
They ain't thought one bit twice about it. You're carrying it. And that's what happens with secrets. This is what happens with lies. And this is what happens when you allow other people's burdens to become your burdens.
Yeah.
Then you're weighed down. Then you're stuck carrying the weight. And you don't even know what you're carrying. Why you're carrying it, and you don't even understand how to get rid of it. And sometimes the only way out is through. For all my shortcut people, sometimes the only way out is through. That means at some point, stop avoiding it. At some point, stop lying to yourself, because you're not lying to nobody else but you. I've been there. Oh, I'm all right. Oh, I'm good. Oh, I forgave for that. Oh, I've been healed from that. Oh, I'm delivered from that. Until it come up. Then every bit of emotion and feeling and everything else just start resurfacing. That means you ain't dealt with it. That means you ain't handled it. And as a result, everybody pays the price around you. Please hear me. You don't need to be nobody's punching bag because they refuse to heal.
That's good.
Because that's what it be. You become the punching bag. Then every little move you make becomes vital. Oh, you remind me of. Oh, you left a spoon in the sink. Now I'm mad. Every little thing becomes so problematic. But then they say, oh, I'm doing this because I love you. No, that's trauma. Please know the difference. Trauma. Trauma don't love you. So please, get help. And let's take this stigma off of the word therapy. Oh, if I'm going to therapy or if I'm seeing a psychiatrist, I'm crazy. No, you're not. It means that you're willing to do the work so that somebody else don't have to pay the price. And let's be real, hurt people hurt people. And you take that trauma and that anger out on who? It's always those closest to you. So while you thinking, oh, I'm good, your kid do something, and then your kid then got thrown through a wall, and they don't even understand why.
Yep.
Your spouse do something, and they can apologize to you 100 times, but you absorb in anger. That's trauma. Trauma. That's not healthy, and it's not going to help you. Sorry for the brief interruption, you guys, but honestly, and that is the most unhealthy situation to be in. So heal. Because I had to learn to. And when I learned to work through it versus trying to go around it, versus trying to circumvent it, then I was able to be honest with other people and just say, I'm having a moment, but I'm going to be okay. Because that's the truth. I don't have to no longer put on airs, facades, or anything. Learn how to work through stuff. Quit trying to skate past stuff. Quit trying to act like stuff don't exist. Yeah, it hurt. Yeah, it hurt. You gonna tell me that if you get a cut, it don't hurt? It do hurt. And healing sometimes can be painful. But it's what's on the other side of that. I have never seen a person who ever broke a bone and they had that bone repaired when they started going through therapy ever tell me, oh, therapy don't hurt. Oh. As they're learning to use their limbs and stuff all over again. I've never heard that. I've never heard somebody say therapy don't hurt.
Because it would be a lie.
I've never had, and I work in women's health. I have never heard somebody say, oh, there was no pain after I delivered my child. I ain't never heard that. Because you could give birth to some of the most beautiful things doesn't mean that the process doesn't hurt.
Or things won't become toxic.
The process is not always easy. But the reward is worth it. That's what I'm trying to get y'all to see. So I don't concern myself anymore about what other people are doing and what they're not doing or what they should be. I don't concern myself with none of that. What am I doing? How am I working through it? Because I have to believe in something bigger than me. And because I've seen the hand of God over my life, I know that if I go through it, I'm going to come out on the other side. It's when I'm trying to duck and dodge. Now I done got hit upside the head a couple of more times. Now I done fell in a hole that I didn't have to fall into. Let's grow up, people. As I've told y'all before, at some point, it's not about what somebody else did. We put so much into childhood trauma. Let's be honest. What the heck is that? What is it? Because if that's the case, adult trauma is real too. So are we saying with all these stages of life that we have to go through, again, that word, through, we go from being a baby to being a toddler to being a kid to being a preteen to being a teenager to being a young adult. These are all stages. And if you remember these stages, they're all painful. Growing, your bones stretching, babies teething, you falling on your behind trying to learn how to walk, learning how to talk. There's some lessons in that. There is some growing pains. But are we going to hold on to that because it hurt? Or are we going to appreciate who it made us into?
See, we like hanging.
What does that mean? That means that, yes, we live in a world now that is crazy. But we knew that was coming. But prioritize what's important here. My husband and I had to sit down and say, no, we can't keep blaming the fact that we're caregivers as a reason why we have not invested into our marriage. We didn't invest into it because we didn't want to. Because are you going to say that you didn't spend time in your marriage because you got kids, or you going to pack the kids up? Because I'm the one, I'm going to pack the kids up. So if I could do that, I could do this. We currently on a mini vacay now.
Many.
Chilling. But what are we doing? Investing. So support the right stuff. And quit looking for support everywhere. Because you're not going to get it. Because what you're looking for is not support. You're trying to fill a void. That's what you're trying to do. You're trying to fill a void. You're trying to heal that inner child inside of yourself because mommy hurt your feelings or daddy wasn't there. Okay, let's keep it all the way a buck. My daddy wasn't there either. He there now. 10 toes down, he there now. Mm-hmm. There is nothing in this world I cannot call that man for now. But when my mama died, and my daddy come to me and he like, oh, do you want to come live with me? My exact response, and I was 11 years old, people, was no. I don't know you. But guess what? Here I am. 37 days away from turning 35, and I have had the best relationship with my father since I was 19 years old. Here's why. I chose to heal. I chose to quit blaming him for choices and decisions that I made for my life. And I had somebody that held me accountable. Because I realized I was being petty. And they pointed it out. And they said, either you gonna let him in and let him be a part of your life, or you not. Quit dangling him. Daddy's girl all the way. But just like he had to grow, so did I. That's when you know that real maturity has come out and played its hand. When you start being able to look at things and realize a person can't give you what they don't have. Stop looking for people to give you stuff that they wasn't given. And learn how to give it to yourself. Sometimes you have to encourage yourself. You guys, I laid across the bed this morning and just prayed. Because I had to learn everything ain't husband, fix it. Some things you just gotta lay at the feet. You guys, this is the problem. Let's talk about it. You want support? Start with learning to support yourself. And please, for the love of God, quit telling everybody what you're trying to do.
Stop. Hold up. Rewind. That simply means you gotta move in silence.
Stop doing that. Because the same people you think supporting you
is praying against you.
Can be praying for your downfall. Quit telling everybody what your moves are or what you trying to do.
The reason we can tell you, because we done been through it.
Please learn to be quiet. Learn to shut your mouth. Talk to God. Ask him if this is the plan and move from there. Quit trying to get validation for your plan from everybody else.
That don't want you to succeed no way.
And don't get me wrong, everybody ain't against you.
Nope. Just the ones closest to you.
Everybody's not against you. But if you too busy trying to validate everybody else, how do you know who's going to be there to validate you? I had to learn. I was pouring out. Every time somebody called, I was there. Every time somebody needed me, I was there. Every trip. Well, before I even knew what having a car and the responsibility was, I was getting on buses. Man, babysitting folks' kids. It was a time I would have 6 or 7 kids in my house at a time. Wasn't getting paid for jack. Just doing it out the kindness of my heart. But you got to be real careful. Because I guarantee you, when we have our children, ain't no way in the world them same people kids I was watching is going to watch mine.
They told us.
It's going to be about that bottom dollar. Am I telling you be selfish? No. I'm telling you be wise. And stop projecting your feelings off on somebody else. Or blaming somebody else, talking about, oh, well, if you would have supported me, I could have made it. No. If you would have shut your mouth and went through your storm by yourself, you could have came out on the other side. Everybody don't need to know what you doing. You got to learn to show up in a way
that shocks you.
That nobody should even know something's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody should even know that you're going through nothing. Because some people just want to hear to be nosy.
Hello.
They ain't trying to help. And even if they was trying to help, in today's economy, folks ain't got it. That's the truth. So be still. Show up every day. That's the test. Can you show up even when you hurt? That's what you need to do. Let's stop playing this game and looking for, oh, well, ain't nobody did this. Ain't nobody did that. So what? You keep talking about people. What about God? Because he do it every day. I had to come and release this because this was on my heart so heavy. Support where? I had to tell my husband the God's honest truth. I was hurt last year. But it was a lesson learned. So now you don't know what I'm doing. And we're going to keep it that way. People who need to know. Because no. That's like I had a friend out. Child, don't call me because she kept calling me. Oh, I'm struggling. I need help. We all do. And believe me, if we had it, we would. But what kind of friendship is that if I tell you I can't or I don't and you just drop off the face of the earth? Raise questions, right? Figure out where your loyalties lie. Is there anything you want to add?
Simply put, man, I can't really come behind you because you did it like you had to do it. We created this platform to help save souls and people who have stuff on their minds and need somewhere to get it out. You're not crazy because you seek help. I'm gonna just put it out there. But coming from a guy like me for many years, struggled with depression and suicide, it's good to have folks around you that can tell when something is off about you.
Mm-hmm.
Because even when you not feeling the best, they can carry you until you start feeling your best.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what happened. You know, as I told you guys on part 4, the hall passes that me and my wife had gave certain family members, I allowed them to put me back in depression. And I was almost back to where I was ready to commit suicide. If it wasn't for the men's group that my apostle started called Iron Sharpens Iron, I don't know if I would have made it out. If you need to know more information about it, the YouTube channel and the Facebook information is Heavenly Host International Radio and or at Beautiful Gates Ministries. That's for both. All information is on the site. You can comment, share, whatever, and they definitely get all the information. I said that to say this. You heard from Mrs. Sutton about how she feeling. I would do it justice to try to come back behind her and say something. So all we saying is, what you're feeling, we done been through it. And from Mrs. Sutton to myself, we love you guys, appreciate your support, and remember, and don't nobody else tell you, we love you. After Effects family, over and out.
Peace out.